April 10th, 2013, I'm at the Salmon-Tway Cemetery. In front of me is the monument for Lambert Rain. Further up is the monument for Michael Yohe. Beside that is what we believe to be James Stoddard. It's broken off, the base is under it, the top is missing. There's a footstone for Lambert Rain. Beside that is a stone for Septimus Stoddard. It's been broken into about 7 large pieces and is laying flat on the ground. Behind that, there's a small, I'm calling them footstones for the foot of the grave. And this is Septimus Stoddard's. Beside that is James Stoddard. And then Michael Yohe's. All 3 right in a row here. Back in the corner here is an infant monument for infant Stoddard of I and A.E. Stoddard. Isaac and Ann E., I believe is who that is. Isaac Stoddard's monument has been knocked off the base, fallen over, but is in good shape. Beside him is Ann, wife of W.L. Mitchell. I believe Isaac died fairly early and Ann remarried. I think it's W.L. Mitchell. And over there's a small marker, A.E.M. for Ann Mitchell. And there is a small footstone for Isaac. And over here is a monument that we missed last summer, but it's for Sarah Burnett. It's right beside Isaac Stoddard's, and directly behind me as I'm filming this is Septimus Stoddard's, so I'm assuming that's a family member. There is a footstone for Sarah as well. And back behind these trees, these old dead rotted out trees, right in there, we found a footstone for John Webb. So I'm wondering how he fits into the family. We moved it to go with his main monument because it had been moved years ago out of the debris by someone. Okay, in line with Michael Yohe and James and Septimus Stoddard is Solomon Salmon. Weeping willow at the top. It's upright, very nice shape wearing. And beside him his wife Rozilla Salmon. Died July and they never finished engraving it, so have to get dates somewhere else other than here. Right beside that is this nice tall monument. This is Leah Irwin, moved to Bloomingburg, married a man named Small. And behind her is a footstone marker. Over this direction we have Nathaniel T. Irvin. And there's a small lot marker for NTI. Beside the tree is a marker for Sophia Moore. Not exactly sure where It originally was, again, it was set up by a tree years ago. On the other side of the tree over here, there's Sophia Tway. Again, hers is broken off, and the base is in the ground right beside it. So it's in one place. Beside her, sister Elmira Tway. On over is Sophia Burton Tway, married Nathaniel Tway Sr. Here, right in front of that is a small round top stone with CI on it. Whether that's marking the end of Cornelius Irvin or Irwin or somebody else, I don't know. That's Nathaniel's. Back over here there is a small square stone in the ground for marking the foot of Nathaniel's grave, and Sophia Burton's footstone. Over here by this old tree stump is where someone moved the monument for John Webb. Beside it is the footstone that we found and moved over here to be with the main stone for John Webb. And on the back side of the tree we have daughter Eliza Webb. And there's a storm coming, so I have to move fairly quickly. But after all this chalking, I wanted to get everything filmed. Right up here, across from Nathaniel and Sophia B. Tway, there's a monument blown over. It says Our Father and Mother. And 2 days ago, I brought a 2x4 and rolled this over. This side was down in the dirt, so we didn't know about Cornelius. I thought he was on this side. Now we know for sure. On the other side is his wife, Lavina. Over a little bit further, back towards Lambert Range, is Amanda Badger's stone. Someone's been back and left some flowers. There's a base for a stone that's blown over, and the actual monument is over here. It's all in one piece, and it's for Evelyn Tway, wife of Daniel Tway. And back across, in line with the somewhat in line with the Studdard's monuments. There to the south side is a monument for Alvin M. Studdard, son of ML and NV. Died at the age of 17 days. And behind him there is a little footstone with AM engraved on it. Back over to the southwest corner, the final grouping of stones. You first come to a lot of bricks. We think maybe highlighting and outlining where some of the graves were. And through the trees you can see named Ladd on that base. Over here is GDL for George D. Ladd. Beside that is IJL, another small, I'm guessing footstone, for Isaac Ladd. George is over here on the side of this monument. You can see the engraving on it. It's got some ornateness to it. It's very pretty. Turn the camera So it's the right way for people to read. I think it says a sheep of Jesus or something to that effect. There's one other little stone that was leaning against the tree over here, and when my wife and I were out here Monday, we found these two broken pieces that seemed to fit together and had an open place in the middle, and we think it is the base for this stone. Has a sleeping lamb on top. It's William T. Lyler. A lot of engraving, hard to read. But those are the stones that we found here at Bloomingburg, north of Bloomingburg at the Salmon-Tway Cemetery. In another week or two, these lilies will be knee-high. Like it was last year when we first came out, you won't be able to see a thing. There is, almost forgot, there's one last little grouping. We found some broken stones, and there's a very plain 13 there, which leads us to believe that this is what's left of Jacob Gooley's headstone. He's the only one with a date with a number 13 on it. So there you have it, facing north, way off in the distance. You might see semis traveling left to right. There's a tower, communications tower, straight north of us. Off to the east a little bit, there's the water tower over at Route 38 and I-71. Hard to see with the haze and the storm coming. And way up there is where my car is parked, coming in that drive by Rock Road. As you can see from the quick panorama, there's a huge tree blown over a long time ago. It was dead last year when we came out here. A lot of branches. It catches a lot of wind up on this hill. The cemetery is roughly 108 feet east to west and about 80 feet north and south. I think that's it from Salmon-Tway Cemetery for this trip. Over there you can see the purpleness, the dark clouds, the storm coming. I'm going to turn this off, and hopefully you've enjoyed your quick walkthrough of the Salmon-Tway Cemetery. This is David Krupla. Hope you enjoyed it.